Hey, what's up everybody? Havoc here, coming back with another video. In this one, we're going to talk about 5 USB-C docking stations for the ROG Ally. Let's get into it. This USB-C docking station from a brand called Unique, and I will say out of the box it feels kind of chintzy. It is hollow plastic and not a whole lot of support or protection here in the dock from scratching for your device. There's only 2 little rubber pads and they're not very tall. Front we have nothing, not even a logo. On the bottom we have these 4 little mini rubber pads, and I tried this earlier. Sometimes they are long enough at the desk, sometimes not. Let's see how it fits the Ally. Not too bad. It is loose, it's not a tight fit. The cable connection here seems like it'll be long enough, so that's good. Let's take a look here on the back side of the actual device and see what we have. HDMI, so this does not do 4K 60. I think they said it does 4K 30. So you have to do 1080p 60 or 1080 60. USB-C, the max can go 65 watts. So it should be okay for the higher end stuff on the Ally. And then 3 USB-C ports. So not a lot going on here. I will say again though that this is really cheap plastic. It doesn't feel well built or well protected. So your mileage may vary, but yeah, this is the 5-in-1 USB-C dock from a brand called Unique. Link in the description below for you to take a look at it on Amazon. This dock is from a brand called Sabrent, and you might start seeing this name a little bit more in the gaming industry when it comes to docks and accessories, etc. Out of the box, it does have a nice metal feel to it. In the area here where you put the device, there's a pad in the back, it has rubber on it, and there's a little film you peel off, and the same thing for the bottom. So it feels kind of like it's got some decent protection. We'll go ahead and put the Ally in it here and just kind of see how it fits. So the Ally, it's got a really snug fit. I didn't have to like push it hard, but it definitely had some resistance to it. So it's going nowhere. As you can see, the Ally is picking up the actual docking station. So if you're looking for something that's got some good feel to it, that really kind of locks the console in, this would be the one for that. Like I said, on the front, we have the logo. On the bottom, we have these 2 rubber pads, and you'll peel off again the coating on those, and those rubber pads stick up pretty good way, so I think it'll have a really good kind of connection to the desk or whatever you're using this on. On one side we have 2 USB-C 3 ports. On the other side we have a single, so it's nice to see it come with 3 ports. On the back we have the good stuff, so we have HDMI, and this does do 4K 60 according to the documentation. On the left here we have the power distribution port, USB-C. It says it can take up to 95 watts, so that'll be perfect for most of your applications. And what you don't see on many of these docking stations is an additional USB-C port. So that's really cool, because if you run out of space on the 3 USB-C ports, you can buy like a USB-C hub or something like that to get some additional ports. Or if you're wanting to use the Ally as like a computer, you can plug maybe a USB-C to micro SD card reader, etc. So a whole lot of things you can do with that. One thing I noticed on this, it does not have an RJ45 port, so you cannot plug it into your LAN. But when it comes to most of these handhelds and stuff, they all have wireless. You don't really need to do that. So let's put it back in here. Take a look at the cable. Cable's got good reach to it. I can plug in, no issue, no problem, so you don't have to worry about that. On plugs, and like I said though, like we're seeing, it's got a tight fit. It might be a little less tight when I take that film off, but that's not necessarily a bad thing where you're sitting in there and it doesn't move. So that is I think the 6-in-1 USB-C dock from Sabrent. This is the USB-C docking station from our friends over at JSOX. You might start seeing more and more of JSOX products in the market when it comes to handheld console accessories, so it's really cool to see this one on Amazon. When you open it up and get in your hands, this is all metal, has a really nice feel to it. The edges are a little sharp, so just be kind of careful if you're picking this one up. I do like that inside the canyon here, when you put your device on the back, we have a rubber strip for protection. On the bottom we have 2 little pieces of rubber strip, and that actually goes up the front. So this is kind of the first one we've been looking at here where we have some stuff on the front to protect. So let's see how the Ally fits in here. Slides in there really nice, no resistance. We have some play to it. It's not locked in, it's super tight. So this one's pretty cool, I like this one. We'll pop it off, take the Ally off here. Let's check out the ports. So on the back, we have these 4 tabs. So it's got really good, structure, grip to the desk. I like that. On this side, we have nothing. On the other side, we have an RJ45 port, so you can plug it into your network. We'll take a look at the back. We have USB-C power delivery. I think this one they said up to 100 watts, so it'll run your Ally or whatever, no problem. HDMI, they said it does 4K 60. So that's awesome to hear. And then we have 3 USB 3.0 ports. So this one is awesome, just the build quality of it. And I know the JSOC stuff that's been coming around, you'll see on YouTube, other channels, on Amazon stuff, really good reviews and great quality stuff. I like that it has a LAN port because you also could use this for maybe a different device like a laptop at work, or if you have a tablet or something that you want to get those download speeds over your network. So they said it does gigabit network, so that's amazing. I wish it had another USB-C port. I think this one's awesome though. So let's put it back in here again and take a look at our cable here. So cable reaches no problem, as you can see. Plug that in, fits perfect as it should. This is a 6-in-1 USB-C docking station from a brand called Huge. It's like huge, but huge, whatever. So out of the box, nice metal finish. It's a lot like the JSOC's one. And we have these 2 rubber strips on each side that go the whole length of the canyon here. So there's protection on the back, the bottom, and the front. If we look on the bottom, we have 4 rubber tabs here, and those will work really well on the desk. It's difficult to really push it around. On this side, we have nothing. The other side, we have a RJ45 jack. It is a gigabit network connection, so that's great. You can plug in your devices if you want. And then on the back, we have our standard USB-C power delivery at 100 watts. The HDMI does do 4K 60, and then we have 3 USB-C 3.0 ports. So this is a lot like the JSOC's one, and honestly, this is the one that I use for travel. So I'll toss this in my backpack. I've used this for Extra Life Game Day to play games and stream. So I just kind of do the HDMI out, goes into a capture card, and that plugs into my laptop, and I'm able to play games and stream. So I had no problems using the Ally with this dock. So like I said, to my travel, I want to toss in the backpack, and it works super great. This is the USB-C docking station from a brand called Lisen, L-I-S-E-N. It is all metal. This thing is a beast. It's large. We have a bunch of little rubber tabs here, about 6 of them. On the bottom, the canyon is 100% encoded in a rubber pad, so there's good protection there. You have the Lisen logo on the front. On the bottom, we have 2 rubber pads, so this is pretty difficult to slide around too. It fits perfect. The ROG Ally, put that guy right there. Nice fit. There is a little bit of play in it, so what is great about this one is you could have your case or your cover on your ROG Ally and it'll fit nice and snug. So that's what I do. This is my daily driver that I use, and I keep it in my entertainment center. So whenever I want to, play something on the Ally, I just go over there, pop it in here, plug it in, and then I can also turn these fans on. So let's take a look at those. On this side though, first, nothing. The other side, we do have our RJ45 gigabit Ethernet jack. So again, you can plug in your Ally, plug in your network, and it's working just like a traditional Windows 11 computer. On the back, here's where you turn the fans on. So we do have these 2 fans here. They can be a little loud, but what's great is it really does kind of work a little bit to help cool down the Ally if we have a really major kind of gaming session. So you just literally click the button a few times, and there's different settings of how fast the fan spins. So definitely play with that. Standard USB-C power delivery, that is 100 watts. HDMI 2.0, that will do 4K 60. And this is kind of the fun stuff here. So here we have the SD card reader and the micro SD card reader built in here. 5 USB-C ports. And we already talked about the gigabit Ethernet. So this is really great for turning the Ally or whatever you're using into a full-fledged computer. Sure, it only has 1 monitor setting, but you have places for your to read your SD cards, etc. 5 USB 3.0 ports. So I will say though, like we talked about a little bit, the fans can be loud because they are really small fans, but this thing works awesome. You'll see some stuff on Amazon when it comes to reviews of this guy, and a lot of people are saying that the video is not working. And the reason is because they haven't updated their Ally. So make sure you have the full patches, full updates on your Ally, and you'll be good to go. Like I said, this is my daily driver that I use in my entertainment center every day for the ROG Ally. If I ever want to play, I just pop it in there. Links in the description below for everything we talked about today. Thank you so much for all your support. This video is not sponsored, so it's great to have you all here. And until next time, stay safe and keep doing good.